Madness Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content.
The Immortal Mask, a 1970s superhero crime noir adventure, follows a retired soldier turned reporter who is given a coveted interview with a death row inmate. What he learns thrusts him into Atlanta's shadowy underworld. He'll have to use his military training to survive being hunted for possessing the information that could topple the city's most powerful ruling class. This is not a pre-order or a crowdfunding campaign. Get your books now at denali's.com.
Twenty-five seconds to curtain, folks.
Your favorite podcast, it's Critical Blast.
And what is it about StreamYards lately where you click a video 5 times to get the thing to start? You have to double clutch it, it feels like. It starts and stops. It starts and stops. I'm like, take a breath, click the video, and then it goes. Hey, everybody. This is RJ Carter and also Pops Van Zandt. Pops, how you doing tonight, man?
I'll tell you the secret. You start the next one before the last one ends, and they blend. But if you wait, then you go click, 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 and nothing happens.
I've got some that I do that on, and it goes pretty well. I may need to redo some of these videos so that I've got 3 seconds of blackness.
A little space at the end. Yeah. I try to tell people when they're sending me a trailer, leave a little blank. There's just a little dead space with your logo up there at the end.
Remember when you would record on cassette tapes, you'd put that pencil in there and you'd give it like a turn and a half just to start it in the right spot?
Right to the perfect spot. Start the next one. Yeah. I do remember that.
Kind of reminds me of that.
How you doing, RJ? And hello to JR and Just a Backer in the chat. What's happening, guys?
Man, I always come on with guests. I never really get a chance to just come on and talk to people. Yeah. And we've been so busy the last 2 weeks here.
I know you have. These people might not all know everything you got, but geez, boy. Well, he don't got time to come out and talk to me about business or do a show, but you know RJ busy.
I'm doing something. I'm not just sitting here watching Suits. Okay, I did that too, but I can do that while I'm putting my books together. So
what do you think? I mean, I heard you say something about that show. Is it any good? I mean,
I liked it, but I like legal drama stuff like that.
Okay, it's one of those. What
I hated was that it went
real life courtroom.
Yeah, well, it's soap opera kind of thing, and it had a nice little twist to it. But it's like I watched all 8 seasons. I'm like, that's where it ends. Okay, and then I do a little IMDb search. I'm like, oh, there were 9 seasons, but Netflix didn't secure the rights to the final season. I'm like, who the hell screws up a deal like this?
Yeah. Manticore, what's up? Dang, I forgot to set his show up this morning. That tells you how bad I am, how busy I am, too. I forgot. I'm sorry, dude. If you want, we'll set it up tonight. We do that.
You can set it up after this one because I'm not even taking the spot up.
He goes in the middle of the night. He goes at like 3 o'clock in the morning because Australia.
Oh. Well, yeah,
he does that middle of the night gaming show on the network. We love that.
So Pops.
Yes, sir.
I got myself a little warehouse. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I started building the wire rack frames. You might have seen some of the pictures I put on Twitter about that. I got wire rack shelves in there to put stuff on. And then along comes Drunk 3PO with 2 pallets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pallets of books, cubed, 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot.
Sounds like you need 24-hour security there, my friend.
That's there. That's taken care of. The place is secured at night. My unit's secured. The grounds are secured. Everything's good on that end. What's not good? This is a worst definition of not good you could think of. Is I'm now talking with the person about getting a second unit. Now remember, I started this in my bedroom.
Right.
And I would just like walk around the boxes and shift around, as best I could and trip over stuff sometimes. But started it in my bedroom, and then I had to get a storage unit. I just took a call today, and I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that's happening, and I'm not going to mention names because I haven't been told that I can do that yet. So, but I got a call from a guy today who just basically fired their current distribution network, a fulfillment agency, and is bringing it to me. This guy has RPG games and hardcover rule books that have to be wrapped in bubble wrap so they don't get dented. He has four 4x4 pallets, 6 and 8 high. Which
games take up a lot of space, a lot more space on the pallet than comics do.
Yeah. Which would not be a problem, except also coming later this week, I have Red Eyes from David Feed. Red Eyes number 3 is coming in, and I'm getting this little thing called Fiendish.
Yeah.
Which I expect to be another 2 pallets of books.
I have another one I'm putting you on the spot about.
Tell me.
You're going to handle all the physical rewards for the Roku crowdfunder, right?
I will. Yes, if it can be mailed, I will mail it. Okay.
We are going to have some physical rewards for backers and stuff aside from just sponsorship tiers and stuff like that. Got to have something for the fans, right?
Yes. I just finished this one today, by the way. This is it's nice and chromy.
Oh yeah, Psycho Killers. Oh yeah.
Psycho Killers. So if you ordered Psycho Killers, all of them are in the mail. All of them are showing movement. This is my copy. So I got a copy of it, and I got a nice giant palm. If you ordered the patch, it's the size of my palm. So it's a big patch. It's going to go on my jacket. And
I think I got something to show you, RJ. Something you might not have seen yet. Oh, I can't use that one. That one didn't have a background. Hold on. Use the other one. Okay. I think you'll like this. Look at this.
Ooh, is that going to be a patch?
That's going to be our logo for the network going out. The lips are gone, bro. Crom is now our full-time mascot across the board.
3PO wants to know, how many do you got left? You got none left. They're all here, but that's not what you mean. You have about 60 packages on the spreadsheet that I still have to ship. Those are all onesie-twosie of different combinations. You have about 50 of the people who just bought a book, and then I can get into the big stack O labels that's at the storage unit, or the people who bought just 2 books. That's a big old stack, and I know I'm getting emails every day from people saying, "Hey, my book, I got the tracking number and it hasn't moved." And I'm explaining to everybody. Says, "Yes, you get the tracking number as soon as I print the labels." Yeah. But when I print 800 labels,
takes a little while, guys.
Takes a little while to put it together. So I'm getting about 100 to 150 a day done.
Did Jay ask how many you have left of his book?
I will tell you now that. One of the pallets is already empty because I had to ask the guy who owns the storage unit. I'm like, "Hey, you got any hints on how to get rid of an empty pallet?" And he said, "Drag it over there." I'm like, "Cool, I can do that." The second pallet is a third gone, which means basically the top layer. So there's just the 2 more layers on that. So you'll have a lot left. I know a lot left after the shipping ones because we're going to do that shipment to comicbooksforkids.org.
You're going to have one for me, right?
You're not a charity, Pops. Come on.
No. I mean, you know me. It's like sometimes I have to wait till the campaign's over before I can pitch in on it. Just the way my timing is. But You know I want one of Jay's books. Jay, you know I want one of your books, right? Besides, it's way easier to promote it when you got it in your hand, bro.
I'll bet you there will be at least one dinged or dented or damaged book.
Dinged up one. I don't care. You know me. I just like to be able to promote the product. You know.
We got it. We got Pop the $2 discount.
Hey,
that'll work.
That'll work. You know. It's good to see you, Jay, out there, man. It was good to see you up there hanging out with RJ. I love what's going on, man. I do. I've been pushing RJ to help build RJ since the day I met him, man.
So I talked with the guy who runs the storage unit. I'm like, I got these coming in. I can put all those pallets in that storage unit. That's not going to be a problem. I can't work in it.
Right. No room to work. Yeah.
So it turns out there's a second unit, and I know the person who has it, and I know they're giving it up soon. It's a little smaller. It's 10 by 15 unit. It's got 2 doors, one on each corner, so I can get a breezeway going through there. And then he said, "Oh, and yeah, it has a plug-in." Now, understand, I'm sitting here in 98-degree Arkansas humidity,
right,
with a USB-powered fan until it blows out, and then I have to quit.
One thing I want you to look into before you get too deep into monthly storage unit payments. Look into a small office, dude.
Oh no.
Oh
I
yeah.
do an office. I have to ship 800 books a week to replace my income and do it full time, and then I'd be renting an office on top.
You're gonna be so.
At this rate, yes, I will be.
Look, you might as well start looking into it now. If you can get into one into a lease before, obviously everything keeps going up.
Yeah.
You know, the sooner you can get into a lease on an office, the better, bro. Because next year it's going to be twice as much.
I've looked. Well, it depends on where you get the office too. If you can get it in a small town that's not renting. You're just talking about a place to ship out of. It's not ship and maybe do your set up a broadcast studio out of. Oh, I don't need a broadcast. I can do the broadcast right here just fine.
But you ain't gonna be there long either. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know.
We're moving you up on up and on out, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'll be here or not. But what? Okay, so I got an early fulfillment on something because when I did all the fulfillment for Psycho Killer, well, you know who wrote Psycho Killers, right?
Yeah.
Von Klaus.
Uh-huh.
So I get to the last little bitty box and it says, "Open me." This is like all the rest said signed. I'm like, okay, sign books, open me. I'm like, well, of course I'm going to open you. I'm going to open all these boxes. That box was just for me. And that box had
the classified.
The classified.
Top secret.
The Terror Files. This is the first I know of fulfilled copy of the Black Terror.
That's beautiful.
This is a thick book. I mean, Von's work speaks for itself. If you read Monster MD, Pops?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then the kind of work Von turns out. And I can't wait to get it. And of course I was extremely happy to find this in it. This is another vinyl patch, embroidered patch. So this one and the Cycle Killers patch are both going to my the lady who runs the cycle shop uptown.
Cool.
I'm getting a lot of attention on that jacket when I wear it. I haven't worn it lately because it's been so freaking hot. And when I said I have to quit when the fan runs out, this is in the evening. When I get off my day job and I run over there, it's a block and a half away. So I get there at like 5:30 and I try to work until 8 because that's when they close up. But if the fan goes out and it gets hot, I have to quit not because I'm a wuss. I have to quit because I start sweating like someone just sprayed a garden hose on me.
You've just lost enough weight already, right?
Well, I've lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks, Pops. So yeah, I have. But I don't do it for me. I do it for the books because I don't want to drip sweat on the books.
Yeah, well, of course.
I protect them. So,
and dealing with the books themselves in too much humidity, you can start to get that little bit of ripple on a page.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen, thankfully. So it hadn't like soaked into the cardboard or anything, because you know how cardboard gets real soft when humidity gets in. This is just affecting me.
This is one of the things, like when I kept my collection in a storage unit, it had to be a climate control storage unit.
Yeah.
There was no way I could leave it in the Arizona heat and just leave all that shit in there to get baked and brittle, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, at least Arizona's not humid. So that's
no, but I mean, you have the same issues with humidity. You have to worry about what's going to happen to the stuff in that unit if it's not climate control.
Yeah. So the plan is to look at this second corner unit here with the 10 by 15, move all the work stuff into there, the racks with the equipment and the packing materials, because that's all over there.
Get you one of the little indoor AC units from Home Depot or whatever,
because it has a plug-in.
Yeah, I mean, we have one. We use one upstairs. It's just you roll it around anywhere in the house you want, man.
So
AC.
I get that. I'll be able to stay cool, and I won't have to worry about sweating so much. So the sooner I can move into that, the better.
And as long as you have good, as long as it's got good door, seal, that thing will freeze that room out, a small room out.
Well, I'm not going to seal the door, because that's, pulling the garage door down. I don't want to be in there and somebody lock me in. But if I could just, when the fan is blowing, fan's just fine. You get a nice little breeze going, even though it's 93, 95 outside. It cools it. It's you're in the shade. It's just you're in an oven. So that's the stuff that is going on right now. I'm finishing up the SPQR's Bizarre Adventure campaign right now. I just got all the T-shirt sizes in today, so I know who's getting what and who's getting extra large, because they didn't give a T-shirt size, so that's what you're going to get. And in the meantime, I'm getting Pops. How big is the stack of comics that you've got that you haven't read yet?
It's not too big. I mean, we had power outage, like last month, and I haven't been buying that much because I've been trying to save money to move.
I hear you.
It sucks, but there's a lot of books that have slipped by me this last few months that I ain't been able to buy, because I got to move. I got to save the money I got.
Yeah. You got to save money, and you probably got to figure, am I going to have enough space in the new place for everything else?
Yeah, so, gotta have if I could get a room this size, I'll be fine. I can do everything I do, get a room this size.
But what you do is you shellac the long boxes that you've already got, and you buy more, and you build the house out of those.
I don't mess with long boxes anymore, because carrying them around gets to be too strenuous as you get older. It's all short boxes. If I want to double up and carry two, I can do that. But when you get it out like this, then it's, that's turning and you're asking for back problems. So I'd switch to short boxes and filing cabinets.
Filing cabinets be sweet. Yeah, if I get I get mine stored in a permanent place, filing cabinets might be the way to go for me.
I have 3 big ones and 2 little ones.
I've had several books come in the past month here, but the last 2, because I haven't had to put them in the storage boxes, just so they quit falling over in an avalanche on my work. I ended up getting Jason Sandberg's Jupiter.
Yeah, see, I got one of those.
I had a preview copy.
I did too.
But now I've got the one with the Captain Klein bottle cover on the back. Yeah. There you go.
But yes, he sent me a proof copy as well a few months ago to check out. Now, I haven't had a chance to compare the two yet, but he did say the difference is noticeable and it'll blow you away. So looking forward to checking this one out.
Yeah, it's an interesting book. It's a hard book to read, and I don't mean that should be turning you away. I mean it makes you put in effort to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, a bunch of little short stories that make you think. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah. The other thing I got, and I can't wait to get into it and read it, is
First World
#2.
I do not have #2. No, I have #1 though.
Introduction to Mr. Mouse. So, and some of the other characters here. It's That
Oh,
that is a
yeah,
funny
it's got Auntie Sammy and whatnot. You know.
yeah. Auntie Sam and he just parodies and satirizes everybody.
Oh yeah,
Doc
it's the South Park of comic books. It cuts nobody any slack.
So that's what I've got to read when I get the time to read.
Kara and Alfred's Fire Bitch #3, which is another,
That means that mine is on the way somewhere.
There you go. Lots of
Probably-
boobage, of course.
Yeah, well, that's why look. When I buy something from Kara Nicole, I know what I'm getting.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
cater to the customers that you know you're going to get. So, and I'll continue doing that. Nothing's stopping me. And they just reopened their 180. I can never remember what number that is because it doesn't make any sense to me why it was that number. But they've got a studio online store. I want to say it's 189 degrees, but
I haven't talked to either one of them in a while. I should probably invite them to come out and talk.
yeah, 183 degrees. 183degreestudio.com. So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask her sometime what that number means because it's real hard to remember. Yeah, I got the I remember the cover I'm getting for the Fire Bitch one where she's in the Pikachu costume with the little flap on the door. Hey, don't judge me, man.
Hey, I've seen some memorable things on some of her campaigns. I'm just saying. Memorable things.
Yep. I feel like that Sesame Street Muppet. Yep.
No, let me. Oh man, I don't even know if I still have it. Let me see if I can find it. I'll send it to you. It was one of those things, and I showed her, and she went, "Oh, how did that get up there?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't do it." Here you go.
Oh yeah. Well, something got on a campaign once. I'm like, you forgot a smiley face.
Check your Facebook right now.
Let me pop over there. You know, I never use that Facebook.
Yeah,
Hardly
no,
ever.
look anyway. It's well worth it. I was like, how did that get by Kickstarter, yo?
Well, hey, Kickstarter doesn't care. I have official notice from Kickstarter that's perfectly fine on Kickstarter.
Yeah, but I've also seen them take people's stuff down for the exact very same reason.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I wrote
she
Kickstarter.
went and pulled it
hey,
right away. She was afraid they were going to, yank it. But
it's got a bar across it.
no, it didn't. It didn't get a
one
bar.
bar.
That was the problem.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have I have one of her pinup books that she signed.
I mean, the upper bar's in place, right?
We weren't going to give it away, Pops. Leave something to the imagination, It's like
Woo! Yeah, I was like, whoa.
this is Mary Tyler Moore with her toe stuck in the bathtub faucet. We just let people think what the picture is.
I do have Manchild #1, but again, Manchild #2 fell into time when I can't spend money.
I got both of those a couple of weeks ago. They're also in my big old pile.
I did get all 5 of the Worthy Chaos, 1 through 5, Worthy Chaos Redemption, Carissa's book. I got all those. I got was it Doran's book, Forsaken Future from Whitefire. Got that in my still to read pile. That is.
I got my copy of the Mythicals somewhere. I've got
Another one I couldn't get because the timing sucks.
Yeah, I'm waiting for AR-13, The Little Mermaid, to come in.
Another one I can't get because timing sucks. I don't know that Mermaid Mercenaries really fall under my interest lines, but you know what I'm saying. It's a great concept. Well, hello to you.
Hello.
Munchkin alert.
Hi there.
What are you doing?
Eating broccoli. Also, dinner's done.
Oh, dinner's done. You know what that means.
Spaghetti.
You got to go eat.
Broccoli.
I'm gonna go eat spaghetti and broccoli and French bread. Yeah, cool. All right.
Carbs, and more carbs.
Yeah.
So, one of the things I'll end with is this campaign on Thunder Comic. Out of Obscurity. This is a project near and dear to my heart because I love public domain characters, people doing stuff with public domain characters.
Oh, yeah, that's the one with a bunch of different people doing public domain stuff, right?
Yeah. Including this guy.
I don't know that guy.
You don't want to know that.
And look, right below that is Spanx the Monkey. Look at that.
Dressed as Daredevil. The original Daredevil.
Crazy stuff. I'm gonna go eat, RJ, but I'll talk to you. I'll let you know what we're doing with the other campaign, with the Roku campaign. And, you know, there's not a lot of physical rewards, but you never know what it can turn into. I'm just saying.
Hey, if it ships, we can ship it.
All right, brother.
All right,
you have a good evening. I'll see everybody about 11 when Rose comes out and bitches about why Twitter kicked her off. You're going to want to see that, man. Rose is going to take on Elon. It's going to be good.
Okay. I'll watch that. All right. Take care, Pops. Have a good one.
All right. Talk to you later, brother. Goodbye, everybody.
Everybody out there in the chat, I threw the link out to the Fund My Comic campaign. I will put it up one more time on the screen here in case you don't see the chat if you're watching a replay, so you can pause, write it down, and type over there. We've got a bunch of stuff going on. We have more than just the logistics business. We have the publishing business. I am currently weeding through the submissions for the Monsters Next Door anthology. We have selected 12 stories right now. I've got to pick 8 more, and the reason we're a little slow on that, we're on time, but it's taken a while. I wanted to be early, is that we're doing something a little different, and each of the stories is going to have a cover inside the anthology, like an old pulp cover. So, there'll be this black and white artistic image. It'll look like a comic book cover, like 20 cents, and all the trappings and branding that will be related to the story. So if you are one of the people who wrote a story in here and you are getting selected for publication, you'll get just a little something extra for your efforts there. We're going to be publishing that in September, so I've got all of August to pick out 8 more stories, which means that I'll be up late August 30th till midnight doing that. So with that, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go back to packaging more books for Michael Oden's SPQR and Drunk 3PO's Achromatic. I've got to stumble that word out of my mouth. Achromatic Chronicles Blue. I brought another case over here to the house so I can do it in air conditioning. So I'm getting a little bit done here, a little bit done there. And then probably go to bed about midnight and still have stuff left to do. So until then, guys, we will see you around. And as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast. Good night.